Now, how about them damn Celtics?
All right, we're back with another Boston Celtics video, and today we're looking at another one of Chris Forsberg and NBC Sports Boston's Ramp to Camp articles. This one is the best non-reunion game on the Celtics schedule. They did another article looking at what reunion game people should be most excited for, i.e. the Blazers and Jrue Holiday coming to town, the Hawks and Porzingis coming to town, potentially Al Horford and the Warriors, Luke Cornett and the Spurs, stuff like that. This is not that. These are the games that are not reunion games that fans should still be excited for heading into the upcoming season.
I mean, this is always like the big to do when the schedule comes out, I feel like. I mean, obviously, the sentimental people, or which most fans are excited to see guys come back, which are excluded from this. So, like, I suppose the top one is probably Dallas. Like, seeing Cooper Flag for the first time. I was talking to somebody who was looking into, like, going to games this year, and they were telling me that ticket's almost expensive as seeing the Lakers. And I exclude the Lakers because Marcus is on that team. So I don't know if we count that or not. But, I mean, if it doesn't count, then Lakers is always the top non-reunion game. I mean, last year's Celtics-Lakers game was unbelievable. It was the best regular season game I think I've been to. Since covering the team, it's certainly been the best game I've been to. It was awesome. The Knicks will be a good one just because of it like being a rematch, and Philly obviously is like a good one too because the rivalries. I think like we're going to get some sneaky good competitive games this year. Like there are going to be a lot of games that go down to the wire. Like watching the Celtics in 25, 26 is going to be far different than it's been the last few years. And it might not necessarily be entirely for the worse, you know?
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Chris Forsberg has these are the rules. You can't pick a tribute game, as we documented in day 9 of the series. There will likely be 4 games a season, which core member the 24 title team returns. You can't pick Cooper Flag's visit to March on Boston 6. Oh, you want to see the New England bred rookie? Yeah, you and the rest of Maine get in line, buddy. So banned.
New England.
And then there were no restrictions on picking a road game. And if we're honest, we encourage Celtics fans to make a trek. If nothing else, it will make you appreciate TD Garden much more. We're clearly making our panel work a bit here. Help me find some hidden gems. Give me a game storyline that wasn't so obvious. We probably should have told our panel no Lakers games either, especially with Marcus Smart donning the purple and gold, but we don't blame those who lean that way. It'd be near the top of our list too. Here are 5 other home games that we would target once the more obvious dates went off the board. Let's see. Number 1 and 2. So November 26th versus Detroit. Not only Arcade Cunningham and the Pistons, one of our favorite young teams to watch, but we get a 5 p.m. tip on Thanksgiving Eve, and it's an NBA Cup game. What a way to kick off an extended holiday weekend. And then also, since it's already on your guys' screen, I'll throw in December 28th at Portland. We're skirting the rules here by using Christmas break to make a cross-country dash to see Celtics Blazers. Interesting. I don't really know why December 28th, but maybe just because it's post-Christmas. But this game against Detroit is pretty fun.
The Detroit game is like a Sam parlay. It's Pistons. It's early tip-off. I don't have to get home at, 1 in the morning. And it's an NBA Cup game. Like, this actually is the perfect game. I have a new 1-1. That is my favorite Celtics game going into the season. I don't know what the court's going to look like. Maybe it'll piss me off and dissuade me from feeling that way a little bit. But with the Celtics being in the situation they are this year, watching the Pistons is going to be something I'm doing a lot of. I think like I'll be on the league pass. I'll be enjoying it. That's my goal this year is I want to watch more games. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'm going to try. The Pistons last year were super exciting. I don't know. I feel like the Pistons are going to be lateral to worse this year. I don't think they had like a great summer. Losing Beasley hurts them. He was a big piece of what they did. And like technically they could still bring him back, but I don't know if he's going to want to sign there for like the minimum. They had a deal in place before the gambling stuff was investigated in him, if that makes sense. But yeah, I like Detroit. It'll probably be a decisive cup game for somebody. Like Detroit's one of the more competitive teams in the group. Boston could be competitive. They could not be competitive. It just depends how things play out. We don't really know what to expect from them yet. So the last group stage games are also always like a +5 fun factor with teams trying to cover a virtual spread.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. I mean, Detroit's good. Cunningham's fun. And the cup. as well. 28th of Portland. They also said not only will it be Drew Holiday's first game in Boston, but it could be first game against Boston, but it could be Robert Williams' first game against Celtics too. Time Lord hasn't played in any of the 4 C's Blazers matchups since his departure. We'd fly 2,500 miles for that. It's true. Next one, November 1st versus Houston. The Rockets made a pretty big acquisition this summer, and we're not talking about JD Davis on a 2-way deal. Give us Saturday primetime matchup with Kevin Durant, Ime Udoka, and a Houston team that has big goals this season. Yeah, the Rockets are fun. Kevin Durant on the Rockets is like a dream fit for them. They needed offense in the playoffs last year. They got offense, probably one of the best offensive players in NBA history. Amen Thompson's insane. Alperen Şengün's having a dominant Eurobasket right now. Like that's gonna be a really, really good team.
Yeah, Rockets hype is just growing and growing and growing with Şengün playing for Turkey. He's been unbelievable. I keep seeing people online raving about his passing. Like he had a sick, like he made a play where he hit a cutter and like it was like a tap pass over the shoulder. It was crazy. But Houston's an exciting team for sure. Like KD's probably my favorite guy that's ever played for the Celtics, even because he's probably should have played here like 5 times, but it never happened. Seeing them ramped up, their rebuild is complete, so to speak. Like this is probably the roster they're going to have as they push to be the most competitive they'll be with this bunch under Ime. It'll be cool. It'll be awesome. I'm wishing the best for Durant. Kind of fucked that the league has him playing against OKC on banner night, or maybe it's a deserved punishment depending how you feel about 2016. But yeah, it'll be cool to be in the building for those games. The game against Houston last season was an awesome game. Thompson hit a game winner. Yeah, good game for sure.
Definitely. Next one, they got February 8th versus New York. Yeah, that makes sense. Celtics are back to hosting a Super Bowl matinee, so we get a divine 12:30 Eastern tip. Even better, this one falls just a few days after the deadline, so there's a good chance you see any player acquired in a move. That is a good one. And then the last one is any game in March or April at the Garden. Look, I have no idea if the Celtics will even entertain the idea of putting Jason Tatum back in the court this season. Later in the series, we'll ask our panel to predict his return date, but if we're looking for a high reward game, then we're rolling the dice on a potential return after the All-Star break.
Let me ask you something. How good would the Celtics have to be for you to be like, let's fuck it, put him back out there?
They could be undefeated, and I wouldn't put him back on the court.
Okay,
but
I think I agree. Unless
they could be 2-52, and if he's like, look, like I feel phenomenal, then I'll put it back. I don't like the Celtics record and how the Celtics are playing has zero weight in whether or not I put Jason Tatum back on the court. It is 100%, not even a percent.
So what you're saying is it's based on like how he's feeling.
It should be 100%, not even a decimal point. All of it should be based on how Jason Tatum and his camp feels. Because Jason Tatum and the Celtics doctors and every expert think he is okay to be back on the court, ramping up, just getting used to playing NBA basketball again. If they say, hey, he is 100% healthy, he's recovered very quickly, it's incredible, I think he'd be okay to play 20 minutes a night. I don't care if they've lost every game that season. Let him play 20 minutes a night. That's fine.
Okay.
Because he's going to be playing
under the impression that like that would be the case regardless. But okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't care what the Celtics record is. I think it should have no weight in the conversation. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, we can keep going.
Okay, panel. Darren Hartwell says, I wanted to choose a deep cut. The obvious answer is Celtics-Lakers on December 5th. There are too many good storylines there. LeBron potentially playing his last game in Boston. Luka's return to the scene of the 24 finals crime. To Smart playing just a second game against his old team as a member of its longtime nemesis. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just the obvious answer.
Yeah.
But pretty good. I mean, obviously a good game.
Against Orlando. I'm just like looking ahead.
Game. Yeah. I'm cheating and picking 2 games. November 7th and 9th at the Orlando Magic, and it's an odd choice because I actually despise watching games played in that arena, but I'm using last season's Magic as a measuring stick for this season's Celtics team. Last year, Orlando was a perfect 500 at 41-41, good enough for the 7th seed in the East. With Boston's expectations plummeting and Jason Tatum's absence, can the Celtics still be on the level of a mediocre East team that makes the playoffs? I think they should. Those 2 games will provide a real look.
Good point.
That's fair. That's very fair. Magic are going to be good this year. Those will be a good test
It's
games
actually
too.
like a good cheat sheet. Just to like keep with us during the season, just to remember like what people are curious about. Like that's a great point. we're going to learn, like, when are we going to learn the most about the Celtics to start the season? Like, that is a good set of games. I mean, they play Philly, they play New York early, so there are going to be some learning opportunities there. But after like the newness of the opening week or so wears off, I think that's where you start to learn, like, guys might not be as jazzed up as they were to start the season, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Sean McGuire says, December 26th at the Indiana Pacers. Why? Joe Mazzulla is so maniacal that he'll fabricate bulletin board material, even if it's something silly. The Celtics not earning a spot in the Christmas Day lineup for the first time in a decade is a real slight. That doesn't need fabrication. I'm banking on Mazzulla and coaching his ass off en route to a one-sided road win against a fellow playoff team. That's funny. Right after Christmas in Indiana.
It's a good angle. I wonder if you think Joe would prefer to play or not play on Christmas?
Probably not play, but I think he, like Sean says, like would like to play because it means his team is good. I think he'll take it as disrespect, but he probably would like to just be with his family. Yeah, Josh Canu says December 5th versus the Lakers as well. Boston versus LA. Yes. Timberwolves versus Celtics, says Jim.
Doesn't miss.
I love Georgia natives. Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown. I'm down. Timberwolves are always a fun team to watch the Celtics play.
It's literally one possession every game. Every time they play Minnesota, it's a one possession game. So great pick.
Max Letterman says October 24th at the Knicks. I don't like the Knicks. I don't like Knicks fans. I don't like the fact that they ended the Celtics season last year. I need revenge. Yeah, inside MSG. That makes sense. Good game.
Max and I are very much aligned.
Kevin Miller says opening night against Sixers. So curious to see how this team plays. Basically, just like the first time we'll get to see the Celtics is his favorite. And then the one other one for me is back-to-back with the Timberwolves and Thunder on March 22 and 25. It's good back-to-back, too, against two tough West teams.
Yeah.
For sure. Adam says Lakers, and then that's about it. Jalen ruining Luka's night. All good options.
Luka hates to see Jalen.
Excited.
That's a good point.
Excited to see how they play. He does.
He always just gives him a hard time.
He does hate to see Jalen. All right. Well, in that case, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Am I frozen? Did I freeze or are you frozen?
You're good. I see everything.
Oh.
Yep. We're chilling.
Oh, sorry. I was talking and it was frozen. So, anyways, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think of the games, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what games you're looking forward to most this season and what storylines are really doing it for you. We'd love to hear about it. You can subscribe to us because we're here every day. Game, no game, off season, in season, doesn't matter. We're here. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps drop the morning after each game. And other videos like this one are here in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics, or at least give you your fix for the day, even if there's nothing happening. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are there. So if you just want those, go ahead, follow. They'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We'll read them every single time we do a show, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's Jack's Money NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Check,